What's up everyone, Sean here coming at you with more news updates on the upcoming Wii U game and the 3DS game from the Sonic series, Sonic Boom. And it's just more info about the game itself, and let's just get right down to it. So this article is from GoNintendo.com and it's written by Raw Meat Cowboy. And let's go down the list. So for the first one, it says, acts as a prequel to the upcoming show. That's already been said. That's something we already know. Nothing new here. Okay, and the next one is the two versions will be different games in terms of levels and enemies. That's another common thing with the Sonic series, especially. It's never been on par with each other, and it's sort of pretty obvious as to why. Next one is Sonic. It says Sonic is the athletic all-rounder, so sort of obvious. He's gonna be the fast one. He's gonna have a pretty decent amount of power, I guess, and yeah, it's most likely gonna be Sonic that we always know and love. And yeah, next one is Knuckles is strong. Well, what else is new, right? He better be strong with that new bigger upper body, right? Okay, so the next one is Tails gets to use his gadgets. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. This one is something I like more than anything else, just because it's actually something new. New to Tails. Whenever you play as him, you really never got to use his gadgets that he always built. Maybe other than his tornado in Sonic Adventure 2, as the mech. But in this one, in the trailer, we saw him using some lasers and stuff like that, and yeah, I think that's really cool. I really can't wait to see what Tails can do in this game. This is all about showing the other characters' abilities other than Sonic. And the next one I think is really cool because it's Amy, and it says Amy dominates with her hammer. So just showing that more on the fact that Amy has become a much more independent character, excuse me, rather than the the damsel in distress kind of character. He sort of just sits on the sidelines and just either just whines around or cheers on for the hero, right? But this time she's actually going to be useful, and she's playable, and I believe she's going to be a very acrobatic type, as we saw from the trailer. And of course, she gets to kick ass with the hammer. So I think that's really cool that Amy is designed this way, and they're finally, getting around to Amy and getting her to be more useful in the game. And yeah, I mean, it's good that more characters, more of these characters should get more opportunities to show themselves. Why are they are in the franchise, and why they should be staying in the franchise. And yeah, I think Amy was pretty good as to how they implement her in this upcoming game. So the next one is Big Red Button has hired talent from Naughty Dog, High Impact Games, and Heavy Iron Studios. So we kind of know from that Naughty Dog is part of that developing team, and we all know that Naughty Dog is very famous for Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Jak and Daxter, excuse me, Ratchet and Clank, and other games such as such. And I haven't heard too much from the other two studios. Alright, so the next one is the CryEngine 3 is being used because it works well with lush tropical beach locations. Alright, so this tells us that this game is going to look very beautiful, even on the Wii U. And it's really, that much more of a reason to, really get this game. This game is going to be not only going to be awesome to play, but it's going to be really cool to look at. So now, people who love graphics are going to love this game, especially if it's playing on the Wii U here. Okay, so the next one is Big Red Button worked with Crytek to enhance the CryEngine 3. And the next one is CryEngine 3 didn't allow for split-screen gaming, but this enhanced version does. So this really confirms that we're gonna have some awesome co-op gameplay here, and yeah, this is something we should get, especially with Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy being the main cast here. And yeah, I think it makes sense that, you know, co-op gameplay is thrown in there. Hopefully, it's very you know, fully blown out for the story mode, and it's not just like some you know, some bonus thing or whatever. And hopefully, you know, we have actual sense of teamwork here instead of just going around and beating stuff up and, you know, and all that nonsense. Alright, so the next one is optional 4-player modes accessible from special hub areas. So for this one, this tells us that this game is not going to be all about 4-player gameplay. This is just all about co-op, just with 2 players. Now, as much as I want it to be 4 players, you know, just bring in more people, you know, right? You know, you know, that saying, the more the merrier, right? I mean, yeah, I think it would be way more fun with 4 people, but maybe that might make things a little weird on the game design. So I guess it's a lot more safer with just 2 people. I mean, it's not bad. It's just you know, people who want you know, 4-player gameplay, that's a bummer for them. But I think it's still going to be pretty good, even with just being the lone wolf or just having a partner with you, experiencing the upcoming Sonic Boom. Next one is Chris Sen is the lead level designer, and then next one it says he was behind Sonic Extreme, which was canceled. Yeah, so from what we got here, you know, it confirms a lot of the, you know, the big questions is that, is it gonna have co-op? Is it gonna have 4 players? Is it how is it gonna run? And, you know, all that stuff, and you know, and how the character is gonna play and all that. Yeah, I think it answers those questions pretty good and pretty well, and we can sort of wrap it up on some of those questions, and especially with the co-op, the 2-player co-op, for hopefully that's for story mode and not just a, you know, dedicated co-op mission where it's just kind of just generic missions such as, you know, just beat up these number of bad guys or retrieve these number of items, something like that. So hopefully this co-op gameplay is integrated into the main story mode. I think that would be really cool, and I think more of these games should have co-op gameplay. And then the 4-player mode is unfortunately not going to be a big part of Sonic Boom. It's just going to be sort of a side thing, it looks like. But I heard that these 4-player modes are going to be in boss fights, so I think that's going to be pretty cool. Hopefully that'll get through, and if that does, I think I'll definitely try to get people to, you know, play this game, and, you know, and then we'll form a 4-man team to take down some big bosses, right? I think that'll be really awesome, and it'll be a pretty cool experience from Sonic Boom. Now, in the next article I want to bring up is just more on the confirmation of split-screen gaming, you know, more on the co-op gameplay from Sonic Boom. And this is going to be done with the gamepad and also the on your TV. So it's going to be like, what game was it? Oh, Sonic Sonic All-Stars Racing, Transformed, that was on the Wii U. And yeah, you can have yourself on the main TV, and your partner can be on the gamepad. And yeah, so you have 2 screens to share, and yeah, I'm really interested as to how this is gonna be designed, how it's gonna look, and how it's gonna really feel. And I'm just really curious as to how is it gonna, you know, move, how is it gonna you know, play out, and how is the story gonna be told, you know what I mean? Now with everything said from the articles, I just want to throw in, you know, my hopes for these games. And definitely one of them is that, you know, that character on the you know, the picture with all those concept arts. I hope that character makes it into the game and we get an answer of who that character is, and hopefully we get more characters in the game, maybe via DLC. You know, for me, as much as DLC shouldn't be part of the game, you know, having to buy characters, you know, as long as I get the character, I just want to play them, and I just want to, you know, experience the game more, you know. And yeah, I mean, I really want to see more of these characters in this kind of universe, in this canon, since Sonic Boom is going to be a separate universe from the modern Sonic games that we know. And yeah, with that, I want to see characters like, you know, Shadow, Rouge, Blaze, and then I've said Marine before, and you know, probably that character on the concept board is gonna be Marine, but you know, I had that theory where it could be Ica or someone like Ica. I know it's super unlikely it's gonna be, you know, actually Ica herself as a you know, raccoon or whatever animal she is. I know it's, you know, super unlikely. I mean, we're talking about a old school series here, which is Skies of Arcadia from the Dreamcast and days, and I was just kind of you know, showing my hopes on it, and I was just kind of playing around with it. You know, I was kind of sort of joking, but sort of serious at the same time, as in terms of being hopeful, and you know, but I kind of don't care as long as this character is in the game. Period. And you know, it could be Marine, grown up, and you know, gone through a heavy redesign. You know, she lost her tail, and then her hair just completely changed, and she gained a boomerang, which kind of makes sense, because you know, Australia and boomerangs kind of go together. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it for me on this update for Sonic Boom. I'm really excited that we're gonna have co-op gameplay. That's definitely a plus, so that when we do a Let's Play, you know, my friend Corey is not just gonna sit there and wait for me to pass the controller. No, he is gonna play, be able to play with me at the same time on, you know, on two different screens, and I'm glad that they're really making use out of the gamepad, and getting more use out of the Wii U, and I'm really glad that, you know, they're making it a Wii U exclusive, and it's all thanks to the enhanced Cry engine. I'm really glad that they're putting a lot of effort to it, and I'm really hopeful that this is going to be a great Sonic game, and it's going to help boot up the franchise and make it a lot more relevant in this generation, like I've said before. So with that, everything said, that's really it for me, and hope you guys enjoy that. If you did, hit that thumbs up, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button already, please do so. I highly appreciate it. I just love making these videos, and I you know, would fully appreciate it if you guys show your support. And if you have, of course, any opinions on your hopes or about the articles that were mentioned, yeah, drop down a comment below, and I'll be sure to maybe reply. You know, start a conversation. Why not, right? Yeah, I'm just really more excited for Sonic Boom, and then we have more games like Super Smash on the Wii U, and also on the 3DS, and we got Mario Kart 8, and yeah, it's just a lot of good stuff happening on the Wii U in these coming months. So that's it from me. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Sean out.